Hey you guys, if you've noticed, I have not posted in the last 2 weeks, which I apologize for, but I had midterm exams, so obviously I was going to put more work into that, but I didn't actually schedule videos to post like I planned to whenever I didn't have time to make videos. But anyway, let's get into the videos, which is my tips and tricks on doll hunting. This includes more than just Bratz, Live Doll, Barbie. I can't think of any other dolls right now. My number one tip is to shop on more than one online store. Now, okay, so I know people are going to be like, this is so obvious. Everyone shops on eBay or Mercari, but not everyone does. And a lot of people ask me, because I do say that I shop on Mercari, a lot of people have asked me if I like it because they heard from other people the bad experiences they have. I can only speak for myself, not for other people. I have had a couple of bad experiences, but that was just with the seller, saying that they hold something for me, and then when someone gave them another offer, they kind of took it off of hold and sold it to them, which isn't really fair on my part because they told me that they would sell it to me. But not everyone, some people have different perspectives on that situation, and some people just don't have bad experiences, so it's really up to your perspective and what you gather from the app when you actually use it. But I do prefer eBay just because I've been using it way longer and I trust the sellers more. So my second tip is to search for dolls that are in locations other than where you live in. I know shipping can be expensive, but if you really want the doll, I'd say that it's worth it. So I would really consider it because a lot of dolls are really good prices, and just convert it and see if that price was in your currency, if it's cheaper or more expensive than if you were to buy it from a seller that's in your own country. Also, personally, I have asked a couple of sellers and they are actually willing to sell to my country. A lot of people use the eBay, I think like the eBay Global program or something like that. And a lot of sellers do say that they only ship to their country where their item is. But there also are a lot of sellers, like I say, that I've asked and they said, yeah, for sure. But, they'd have to go through a process and then they'd get back to me on how much it would cost to ship to my country. So you should always ask just to make sure, because just because they said they don't really ship to their country does not necessarily mean that they would not consider it. Especially if it's a very expensive price, or if you're willing to pay more to get it shipped to you, there are a lot of sellers that actually are going to ship outside their country. Okay, so a lot of people miss out on great deals because they don't do step number 3, which is do not search for your dolls specifically. And by specifically, I mean that searching for, like, example, okay, I want a Bratz Sweet Dreams Chloe. That is great because you find the doll with the name, exactly. But a lot of sellers do not know the name of their doll, so they'll either put the eye color or the hair color, or they'll put the skin tone, or they'll put, like, for example, Bratz MGA Chloe 2004. Like, a lot of sellers do that. So don't just think that the only Sweet Dream Chloes out there are going to be named specifically in the title. So really search for more than just the name of the line or the doll, because it'll really miss out on a lot of great dolls. And a lot of dolls will actually come in really good bundles, so you'll actually find that a doll lot that's $89 would cost you like $200 if you were to get all the stuff in that lot separately. So really check it out, because if you calculate it like I do, which takes a little more time and more effort, but it's worth it if you want to save money in the long run, and I really, really suggest that. Tip number 4 is to ask sellers to separate. A lot of sellers are willing to separate dolls from lots. So first, don't just be like, willing to accept like an offer for this doll? Just ask them, first of all, would you consider separating dolls from the lot? Because you don't want to say which one you want and then they're like, no, I'm good, I'm keeping it as a lot. So ask so that you don't get your feelings hurt before you even say it. So always ask them, and ask them politely too, because the way you speak to a seller will really determine to them if they want to put in that extra effort of separating a doll and changing the pictures in the lot for you. And if you were kind of rude to them or saying it in a little passive aggressive way, they're going to be like, okay, no, I'm good. But yeah, so always do that. And you can find really good offers, because you can be like, oh, you can submit an offer that's really low, and then you can like get an offer back that's kind of where we wanted. So really feel free to ask sellers to separate. Tip number 5 is to put on your notifications. It's really helpful because a lot of good deals go really fast. So always check up on that. Put your alerts on any way that you can, because a lot of people are really quick. So you got to be quick too. So if you noticed for the title where it says tip number, it is a little bit smaller because I forgot about this tip, so I had to redo it, but I forgot the font number. But anyway, tip number 6 is to search in your neighborhoods. For example, thrift stores, garage sales, and flea markets. Now for garage sales, you can basically just search around. A lot of people have up signs at the end of their street, or you can just ask your family and like your neighbors if there's any going on. Also searching online. And thrift stores, a variety of thrift stores. There's like local ones. For example, there's now also Salvation Army. So always check your thrift stores. You can get them for really, really cheap. And flea markets, there's lots where you live. I have to drive out to find some of mine, but it's really worth it because a lot of people have lots and bundles of Bratz dolls specifically. I know people are probably searching for Barbie and stuff, but I'm talking about Bratz specifically. So always check your neighborhood. There's a lot of good deals going on, and you should really go for every source when finding dolls. So that is the end of my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I thought this video would be really helpful for people who just haven't had any luck finding dolls, and a lot of people have asked me, where do you buy dolls, what do you look for? So I decided to just do a video on it so that the questions could stop coming mainly, but to also help out people who really have a hard time finding dolls. But anyway, I will be continuing to post every week, I promise. Or no, never mind, I take back the promise because I don't want people you promised. Okay, I'm going to attempt to post every week, even when my exams are. I'm going to just make videos ahead of time and schedule them so that I always have something to post. I might start posting twice a week, so watch out for that. I'll put some kind of notification specifically on my Instagram. So if you're not following my Instagram, follow it now because I do post updates and stuff like that. But anyway, as always, feel free to comment any video suggestions and comment, and subscribe, and check the description for any details I did not mention in the video and the link to my social media. Yeah, bye!